New stars emerge to inject a youthful exuberance. The Warriors enter the postseason with the best record in the conference, but now the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
The playoff battle in the West starts off with a bang right here. Game 1. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Warriors. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round. Truly survive in advance, isn't it? Amen.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Conley and Edwards are the guards. Naz Reid out there with McDaniels, and it's Gobert in at the center position.
Pretty impressive to see a young player like McDaniels have a sense of that shot clock as he's into his action there.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thank you, Kevin. I asked MP about the jitters coming into this, his first ever playoff appearance. He said what keeps him calm is preparation. Watching film, visualizing what he needs to do out on the floor, he believes that he and his teammates are ready for this challenge. Guys?
I think they are, D.A. No one puts more work in than MP. And we thank you, D.A., for the report.
Edwards just doesn't allow defenders to bottle him up. Great focus and persistence.
And Kuminga gets it to go on the assist by MP.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Edwards kicks to Reid. Curry against Conley. McDaniels gets a wide open look, and it's off from three-point range. Curry on the wing. He's looking for MP and finds him.
Fantastic slam by MP, proving how dangerous he can be inside.
Pass to Reid. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Conley's shot is off. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for it to start off this game. And they double up MP. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards against MP. He doesn't hit that one. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Will it go? No good that time.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Capella. Moses Moody comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Zach LaVine. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Alexander Walker's checked in. Outside Edwards. Hits it from three-point range. Edwards got 5 now.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Down low, here's MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside Edwards. minute 20 left in the first quarter. And he comes up with the deuce. 7 points in the game. Warriors leading by 4. Curry passes to Moody. Curry kicks to MP. Back to Curry. MP outside. Clock at 6. Over Conley. It's Curry. That time on the assist by MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Reed. To the middle. Here's Alexander Walker. Out to Edwards. Conley with the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. MP with it. Now defended by Gobert. Curry passes to MP. Yep, that one goes.
There's MP getting that orange where he needs it to go.
23 seconds left in the first. Outside Edwards. One second left, and it's blocked. And so it's the Golden State Warriors in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be right back after this. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
On the court for Minnesota, McDaniels is out there with Josh Green. Then it's Dillingham. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Boucher in at center. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against Los Angeles was a man on a mission. He scored 21 points and ultimately he posted a triple-double. That stat line was really unbelievable. It's something you really had to see to appreciate. Back to you guys.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Levine can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Alexander Walker. Comes up empty from 8 feet. And so, MV will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Curry can't get it to go. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Boucher. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Capella, and Kuminga's subbed in for Payton. Minnesota also making some changes. Miller comes in for McDaniels, and Curry subbed in for Dillingham. Curry looking it over. Miller outside. Boucher with a screen on Levine. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
To the inside. Green with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Outside Curry. With the teardrop, and it's Green. Missing. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. What a move, MP!
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants to talk to his guys.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Levine. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Edwards with it. 7 points in the game. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
To the paint. Here's MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Inside. There's McDaniels. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
And so he makes both from the line.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Looney with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Edwards looking it over. And the rejection by MP. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the dunk by MP.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. That 3 off the mark. With 1 on the clock. Unable to get that one. MP has been leading the charge for the Warriors. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll return shortly.
Welcome, folks.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even
Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. Well, guys, thank you for being with us.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Levine is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Capella in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Here's McDaniels. The 3-pointer, no good.
they have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Pass to McDaniels. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Conley. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Warriors leading by 16. Bean passes to MP. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
He hits the second from the line. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Levine against Edwards. Puts up a 3. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Edwards drives in. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
MP, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Edwards passes to Reed. Launches a 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Off-ball preparation paying off for Reed. He was just waiting for that pass.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout.
Timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Clark outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Green, the screen. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Here's Podziemski. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with... And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It's Boucher out there with Joe Ingles. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Clark in at the 2 guard.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
6 to shoot. MP kicks to Curry. It's good from long range. Curry's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Warriors.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Ingles passes to Boucher. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles.
the real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
MP finds Curry. Back to MP. Curry on the wing. MP outside. Back to Curry. Shoots over Alexander Walker. Curry gets the bucket. And that's now 19 points for Stephen Curry. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Outside, Green from downtown. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Left side, Curry. Back to MP. And Curry has it in the corner. MP outside. And Curry has it in the corner. Over Green. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by MP. Curry's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Working that in-between area. Steph likes to keep the defense on its heels.
Now, Alexander Walker. Pass to Green from 15 feet away. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Golden State moving it around. MP passes to Santos. To the middle. Here's MP. Green with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Green. Over MP. Green, no luck.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
To the paint. And the dunk by MP.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Clark outside. And there's the drive. Can't cash in from close range. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for the Warriors.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
And that one's good by Clark. Here's Golden State now. They're on a 13-5 run here. The drive by MP. And he drops in the layup off the glass. MP's got 33.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
And the wide open shot from Green. Drills it from outside. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Here's MP. Another shot outside for Curry. Pass to Santos. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
This series is a war, and you just won a crucial battle. Woo! We really needed that one. Converse. That's cold. Been rocking Chuck Taylor. Got the momentum. Let's keep it going.
Round one continues with a refreshing surge. The Warriors come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised.
Both teams taking the temperature of this series in Game 1. Now they know what to... You look at the Warriors. They did what they needed to do in Game 1. Now they just have to keep it going.
They really do. I mean, the pressure is on them to keep home court advantage. This should be a tougher game than that first one.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And here's Edwards outside. Capella with a rebound. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. Back to MP. Uses the glass on the layup.
What a quality possession. MP cashing in down low.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Steve Kerr. He knows it'll be tough to score in the paint tonight. Gobert locks down the lane as well as anyone. He blocks shots, and then when you count up the numbers of shots he alters, you get a full picture of his dominance at the defensive end. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And that one's good from Conley.
Mike Conley, we know his pre-shot preparation is excellent. Catch and shoot bucket, yes, sir.
On the wing, Curry. He's guarded by Conley. Curry against Conley. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Takes a 3. And there's Curry on the assist by MP.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Outside Reid. Outside Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. Capella with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's Kuminga. Oh, and Reid with a block.
Boy, give Naz Reid credit. He perfectly timed that block. Wow.
They grabbed their own miss. With the floater. Gobert. It's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. And that one's good from Conley. Conley's got 5.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
MP finds Curry. Back to MP. The kick out, Curry. MP looking around. And MP throws it down.
There you go, MP. Hammer it home, young fella.
And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. Outside Reid. Picked by Gobert. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's MP, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. 6 points for him.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Conley passes to Edwards. Oh, he just jams it right over over Stephen Curry.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. On the wing, MP. On the wing, Curry. He's guarded by Conley. Here's MP. He's got 6. Fires the 3. Goes back up. Minnesota with a rebound.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Conley on the attack. Outside McDaniels. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, McDaniels really trying to become consistent with that jump shot.
Warriors trail by 5. Here's MP. Off with the layup. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. And the Warriors make some changes. Jackson Davis is checked in for Clint Capella. And Moody is subbed in for Kuminga. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
The Timberwolves lead by 5. Pass to Edwards. Slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Moody from outside. Sinks the tray.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Timberwolves ahead. Up 4. And we'll get things started. And let's get you back to the action as Game 2 is getting underway. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Dillingham out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Chris Boucher. Then there's Josh Green. And it's McDaniels in at power forward. The Warriors trailing. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He added 33 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
The Timberwolves shooting about 47%. A nice number. Outside, Green. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Back to Green. The 3-ball. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. The Warriors leading. MP finds Hield. Outside Pajemski. Back to MP. To the inside. MP hammers it down.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Now here's McDaniels, guarded closely. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Jackson Davis. MP again. MP's got 8 points in the quarter.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And some changes here for the Warriors. MP getting it done for Golden State. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be back in a moment.
And as we welcome you to
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke.
looking at the series. And that's a wrap on half.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
We've got Zach LaVine. Kuminga is out there with Clint Capella. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's MP in at the 3 spot. And that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
To the paint. MP outside. Curry passes to Capella. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Edwards. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter for the lead. Nice D from LaVine. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambling.
MP outside. Curry finds LaVine. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one.
Well, this is LaVine's mindset. He is ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hand.
Here's Conley. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. He's off on the first.
I think Mike Conley historically will always be part of the grit and grind mentality where he spent his career in Memphis, but this guy's skill set allows him to fit in with any organization.
Outside Kuminga. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Here's Edwards. Edwards muscles it inside. Wow.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Pass to MP. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. On the wing, Curry. From behind the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Left side, Conley. Outside, McDaniels. The floater. Stolen by Capella. MP outside. Here's LaVine. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Curry. There's the triple. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Curry's got 12 points.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Edwards. 3-pointer. Another miss by Minnesota. The Warriors lead by 5. Here's LaVine. Oh, LaVine! What an athlete!
Well, this guy is a tremendously fast athlete. LaVine excels in transition.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Clint Capella. Moody comes in for Kuminga. Payton's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Podziemski subbed in for Curry. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Boucher's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Green comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Curry in for Conley. Green, the pass to Reed. Over to Looney, and Reed with a basket on the assist by Green. Reed's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Naz Reid doesn't operate often in the mid-range, but if you concede it, he'll take it. He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
On the wing, Alexander Walker, covered by MP. Good D by MP. The Warriors lead by 7. Pass to Podziemski. Back to MP. Getting it done inside, MP.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right
now. Now Curry. Outside, Green. Reed sets a screen. Fires, high post. And it's Green missing. Now the Warriors with it. They're on a 16-7 run. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. MP shot is good.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Curry looking it over. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Green out there with Chris Boucher, and it's Clark in at shooting guard. Here's MP. Oh, look at MP doing his thing down there.
MP showing he's willing to engage the contact in the painted area. Overcome the challenges, young sir.
Pass to Minot. To the middle. And it's Green missing. The Warriors lead by 11. Right side, Podziemski. Left side, LaVine. MP outside. Outside, Podziemski. Back to MP. MP capitalizing in close.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
Pass to Minot. Inside. And it's hammered home by Green.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And the Warriors making a change here. Capella's checked in. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. MP outside. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Clark outside. Pulls up at the elbow. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Down low. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Jonathan Kuminga, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Podziemski. Timberwolves trail by 11. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Levine against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on MP. 6 to shoot. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Here's Conley. The ball's knocked loose. Outside Reed. Back to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by MP. MP's got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Curry. Outside Kuminga. This one for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
You can always trust Steph Curry to make the right pass. This guy has unbelievable vision.
Edwards against Levine. Edwards can't hit. The Warriors lead by 14. Outside Curry. MP outside. Back to Curry. Pass to MP. Up and over Conley. That's good from Curry on the assist by MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Edwards. Levine with a steal. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Right side Curry. Now here's Levine. Curry passes to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
So that's the end of game 2. No question, this is a big win for the Warriors.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
This team is playing with confidence and heart right now. They're in control of this series so far.
Yeah, no question. They're the more cohesive team right now, just going out there and executing their game plan.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Pass to Edwards. Let's go with a 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Conley is like a second coach on the floor. His guys are open. I promise you he'll get him the ball.
MP. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. MP's got 30.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Back to Edwards. And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. And this win shows they have the momentum so far in this series. Up 2 games to none now.
They just look so confident out there. They're playing selfless ball, and their chemistry has never looked better.
Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could
MP is terrific win. Still anyone's series. Fans we've seen yet. Make sure you disagree.
MP, let's go.
Look out there, MP. Do what you did last time.
Round one.
You look at the Timberwolves, even though they start this series in a hole. Greg, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but now at home, they have to put a W on the board.
And you know, Kevin, I look for them to be more comfortable here tonight. You often shoot better at home. Sometimes role players produce more at home. It's an environment and a crowd filled with energy that you're used to.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Donovan Kuminga out there with Clint Capella. Then it's MP. Then it's Zach LaVine. And it's Curry in at point guard.
And what you like about MP as a playmaker, he has great vision.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. And here's Gobert. Here's McDaniels. The three-pointer is right on target.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
They get a hand on it. LaVine against McDaniel. Pass to MP. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. Golden State moving it around. Back to MP. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And finished off by McDaniel.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. It was a big win for them, coming off Tuesday's match.
Tremendous poise on the offensive end. Overall, they did not settle for bad shots.
No, you're not going to lose many games shooting the percentage they did. That takes a disciplined effort.
Curry against Conley. McDaniels kicks to Reed. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Good on the triple.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Has to Gobert. Outside Conley. Beyond the arc. And it's MP with the rebound.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Timberwolves had a huge game. He finished with 30 points and did his role for his team, grabbing any rebounds that came his way. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
MP with the bounce pass. Levine kicks to Kuminga. Curry dishes to MP. Pass to Curry. The 3. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 5. 1:39 left here in the opening quarter. Outside Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. 4 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Offline with his 3. Warriors leading by 5. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Levine. MP's got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Back to Conley. It's rebounded by Golden State. In the corner, it's Levine trying to find Curry. He's got it now. That one good for 2. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Reed with it. 41 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shots good by Alexander Walker.
Well, good recognition there from Reed to realize that his best decision was to move the ball.
Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Edwards with the stuff.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Pass to MP, and the dunk by MP.
Well, you love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here is Edwards. Over Levine, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
MP has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Moody. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then it's MP. And it's Healed in at the 2-guard spot.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Dillingham. Back to Green. Over MP. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Warriors leading by 4. Down low. MP powers through the contact inside.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Green with a screen on Heel. Pass to Green. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. A baseline J. Rebound Minnesota. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. To the inside. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, you can't sleep on McDaniel's athleticism if you're the defense. At 6'9", he can absolutely hammer it home.
Now, here's MP. He's got 14. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Moody. Trying to find Jackson Davis and gets it to him. Shot clock at 5. Here's Podziemski. Rebound by Alexander Walker.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Now, here's MP. Pass to Podziemski. Heel dishes to MP. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Heel. Back to MP. What a move, MP!
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
Timberwolves trail by 6. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Chris Boucher. Reed comes in for McDaniels. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And it's Conley in for Dillingham. Golden State also making some changes. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Payton comes in for Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Heel. Warriors leading by 6. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. MP kicks to Curry. Back to MP. And Curry has it in the corner. MP outside. And Curry has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. For 3, Edwards. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. From outside the arc, another 3 for Golden State.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:16 left to play in the first half. Conley kicks to Reed. Pass to Edwards. To stop the run. Podziemski grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down. And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. McDaniels, he's checked in for Josh Green. Levine's checked in for the Warriors. Now, here's McDaniels. 7 points in the game. Edwards looking it over. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. He lays it in. Edwards got 8.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
And that one's good. MP.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For 3, Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
Yeah, I really like when Edwards shows this kind of patience, allowing the play to develop over time.
MP passes to Curry. Back to MP. Pass to Curry. Jacks up a three. The shot missing. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Right back after this break.
And we thank you for...
I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a... Seeing how things are shaking down for the Timberwolves. And that's all for us. Now...
NBA playoffs, round one. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Nas Reed out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the 1 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. No good on the 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Levine kicks to MP. Back to Curry. A 3 ball. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Timberwolves trail by 16. And here is Conley. Still without a basket. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Levine kicks to MP. Pass to Capella. MP dishes to Curry. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
To the paint. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Edwards kicks to Reed. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here is Conley. Still scoreless. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Levine. No problems knocking that one down.
Well, a bit of a cold start to the second half. They need to settle down and get some better looks.
Now MP. And MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Pass to Reed. Back to Conley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on MP. The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Capella. Moody comes in for Kuminga. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Levine.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Minnesota. Timberwolves trail by 20. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Now here's Curry. Shoots it up. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And MP throws it down.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
1:31 left in the third quarter. Pass to McDaniels. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. 9 points for Jaden McDaniels.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Curry on the wing. From 11 feet away. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists here tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Minnesota making some changes. Chris Boucher's checked in for Gobert. Green. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. Then for the Warriors, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. MP comes in for Moses Moody. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Curry.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. Gary Payton II is out there with MP. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's LaVine at the 2 guard. Here's Alexander Walker. Clark with a wide open look. Off target from 3-point range. Outside LaVine. Back to MP. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. MP's got 10 points in just the second half. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Green. From 6 feet. Good defense by MP.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Alexander Walker passes to Clark. Outside, Green shoots the 3. Trains the 3-pointer.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
And they pick up 2. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. Conley finds Gobert. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Reed the pass to Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside, Kuminga. Back to MP. Off target at the rim.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Over to the wing. McDaniels. Another miss by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 23. Pajemski on the wing. Covered by Conley. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's MP, and he uses the glass on the layup. MP's got 14 points now in the second half.
The motor of MP. This guy loves to win, loves to compete.
Back to Conley. And the rejection by MP. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Inside. Up and in on the layup. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, that's on the defense. How did they let MP get deep positioning like that?
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels with the ball. Off target with his three. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now Pajemski. MP with a screen on Conley. Launches it. A shot by Pajemski, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep may be in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Edwards inside. He's defended by Pajemski.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
No doubt how much those boards impact the overall outcome. You can't give them extra chances.
Edwards passes to Conley. Outside Edwards. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. You have to think at this point, up 3-0.
You don't put up numbers like that without coming hard every night. Good win. Let's keep it going. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out. MP, you're my favorite player, man. Oh.
Round 1 continues with a refreshing surge.
Here it is, Game 4 of the Western Conference. You look at Minnesota, they're on the brink of elimination here tonight.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, they've been pushed around and exposed in this series. This is a good chance for them to save face with the win.
The starters for the Golden State Warriors. Stephen Curry is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's MP, then it's Kuminga, and it's Jackson Davis in at center, locking down the middle. Back to Curry, just 5 on the clock. Top of the key, good, and the assist goes to MP.
When there's an open man, MP is going to find him.
Conley looking for an opening. Reed, a screen on Curry. Here's Conley. The Warriors pull it in. Here's MP. Outside Curry. MP, a screen on Conley. Curry's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
to the middle. The kick out to Conley. Launches a three. The rebound by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. And there's Curry on the assist by MP. Curry's got 5 points.
Well, how many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
Outside McDaniels. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Deflected! MP against Edwards. The three is up. And the Warriors with another three!
Go ahead and frame that. That's Steph Curry, the best to ever do it. It's art.
The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Pass to McDaniels. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Edwards, no good.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And Kuminga throws it down.
What a setup for Kuminga. All he has to do is rise up and throw it down.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Off target with the three. The Warriors lead by 7. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He had 36 points, and as you might expect, he was usually first up to clear the boards, hauling in those loose balls for the squad. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And here's Edwards outside. Warriors with the rebound. Pass to Curry. Outside Kuminga to the paint. Left side Curry. Back to MP. Conley against Curry. Over Conley. Again! Golden State!
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up.
There's a minute 17 left in the first quarter here. Outside Reed. Back to Edwards. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Curry, that's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, powered down with both hands.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Pass to Reed. Outside Edwards. Reed, a screen on Levine. Here's Edwards. Cans it with nobody near him. Edwards got his second basket of the night.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
MP. It's not going to go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. It could go. And it goes!
Baby. They got that one.
Gets it. Wow!
That's before the buzzer right there.
And just
Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. A very convincing performance from the Warriors so far.
was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
So on the floor for Golden State, we've got Clint Capella. MP is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. Dillingham, no good. The Warriors lead by 12. Here's Podziemski. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got assist number 8 here already in the game. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside, Green. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Golden State is gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. Back to MP. Shoots from the block. Again, the Warriors score.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Outside, Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dillingham. Oh, MP with a block.
Great understanding by MP. Knew what position to be in.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still without a bucket. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And Minnesota with some changes. Minot comes in for Miller. And Clark is subbed in for Curry. MP inside. Working on Clark. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 6.
Well, MP goes through the defense for the score. Wow.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Boucher. Clark outside. Green finds Clark. Clock at 6. Can they get it? Minnesota again missing. And stolen by Boucher. Here's Alexander Walker. That shot off the mark. Looney with some nice D. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin of the game. And Capella gets it to go.
Not a lot of plays drawn up for Capella, so his energy and involvement come from that kind of activity there.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Gobert's checked in for Boucher. Reed comes in for Minot. Edwards, he's checked in for Clark. And Conley subbed in for Green. The Warriors also with a sub. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for Capella. And he comes up with a bucket. 9 points in the game.
You got to bring more muscle if you want to stop Edwards from scoring. He's gifted at converting through contact.
MP scanning the floor. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Alexander Walker. Good D by MP.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Buries it down low. MP's got 6 here in the quarter.
And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
The Warriors lead by 21. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Looney passes to MP. The 3 from Curry. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 9 assists now tonight. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a rough 25% from the field in this game. Outside Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Minnesota again missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Gets the 3-ball to go. Curry's got 22.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Against length, he tries the fadeaway. It's just a low probability shot.
A nice shot by MP.
doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from...
And so it's the Golden State Warriors building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Thanks for joining us for Post.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of them.
Seeing how things are shaking. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Here's MP. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Outside McDaniels. Outside Reid. Jacks up a 3. And it's MP with a rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds in the game. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 24 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Reid against Kuminga. Reid can't hit. Golden State has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. Curry, no good. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Minnesota again missing.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Levine finds Curry. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Big flush from MP, a young player looking to make the highlight reel.
Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. And here's Conley from downtown. Offensive board. And here's Edwards outside. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
When Edwards knocks down threes, Ant is pretty much unstoppable.
Curry passes to Levine. Here's MP. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. MP's got 16 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Levine. And here's Edwards outside. The rebound by MP. MP's got rebound number 8 now. And he lobs it up.
You got to keep that head up, and Levine knows that. Able to hit his man in stride there.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Outside Edwards. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by MP.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Curry passes to MP.
Curry!
From outside the arc. Edwards pulls it in. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the T-Wolves. Conley finds Edwards. 1:51 left in the third quarter here. Minnesota again missing. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Levine, good.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. And here's Edwards outside. He buries it from 3. He's got 15.
Well, the D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
1:03 left to play in the third quarter here. And the shot goes down. Edwards got 17.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Here's MP. The kick out. Curry. Stolen by Conley. Curry passes to MP. On the wing, Levine. On the wing, Levine. To the inside. The kick out. Curry. Now MP. 16 points for him. 4 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot. Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Outside Kuminga. Back to MP. On the wing, Curry. MP outside. Fires from deep. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Don't see too many 39-point leads in the NBA. Incredible. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Time for a quick break. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Payton's checked in for the Warriors. MP comes in for Santos.
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
They just own this series from the start. A clean sweep and a dominant showing from them.
Yeah, super impressive. They took a hold of this series from the jump and just never took their foot off the accelerator.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
He was in the zone. He's just a man on a mission, and that helped him notch that triple-double.
And so in the game for the Warriors, MP is out there with Gary Payton II. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. Then there's Kevon Looney. And it's Larson in a 2-guard. Outside McDaniels. The 3 hits the trifecta.
Yeah, nice dish by Gobert. With his height, he can see over the whole defense.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Pass to Looney. Back to MP. To the wing, right side. Outside Pajemski. Now MP. Tries again. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
They've won it. Next stop, conference semifinals. And they delivered an epic performance, sweeping this best-of-7 series.
MP has put himself among the greats this season. Boom! That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one. Second round.